Where have we been? Oh, where have I been? You're probably wondering that. Hi, welcome. Happy Friday. I have been here. I've been trying so hard for my skills, kind of getting over that hump. So apparently Wednesday's class is just sitting somewhere in the ether. I'll snatch it up and see if I can load it up some other time, but I just got a notice saying that it failed to upload. So I'm sorry if you missed me on Wednesday and you're looking for it. I actually will bring a bunch of what I wanted to carry into the conversation, which is the practice, which is just kind of also kind of feeling what we're doing in a way that is like deep, profound, still playful, and overall giving us the goodness and just kind of the freedom of not having to describe living, just feeling, living, and alive. So my Wednesday practice that's bleeding over is about allowing the engagement to be the thing that is meaningful. So I've been reading a couple articles about sort of the chronicness of weak glutes. If you've been in my class before, you know that I make those little suggestions, and I make them all around like the glamour of it, right? Like, if I've got something to work on, then good for me, because otherwise maybe I'd be bored, right? Being perfect or thinking you're perfect probably might just leave you in a place of stagnation, right? What can we do with something that can't be improved, right? So if you're that person, I dare you to give me evidence. I'm working on it too, and I'm actually finding some real great sort of talking points and some great wonder and elation in noticing where I can improve. So let's do it together. Right, come to a comfortable seat for a second. For whatever you may sort of know on your list of to do and what you can be inspired by, I can only reflect on my own personal experience, but I know that as soon as I feel that I'm in a good place, that's when things start kind of boiling to the surface that are like rocking my world. My balance becomes imbalanced, right? My easy and sort of fluid places feel sort of hard and stuck, right? Or anything that may sort of come up to you that you found that you've maybe found a level of deep mastery starts to unravel, right? And that's the one thing that we're here to learn, right? Is that it will always be that way, right? So wherever we are finding freedom, we also know that law or order will constantly be coming into circulation, right? And that actually is our formative level of balance, right? So let's bring this together and see if we can feel that in the body. Bring your hands to your heart. Gently bow to that place that we connect from. Release your hands and open your eyes. So we're here. I'm going to turn off AC. Come to your mat and go to down dog. See you there. Right? When you get to your down dog pose, right? Notice that right. This is a new day. This is this Friday. We're entering into the end of this month, right? And my end of the month real projection has been very handstandy, and as much handstanding, this is my learning and I'm bringing to this, is that I've played with it so much that I hurt my wrist. I just kind of been playing, moving, and then obviously sort of maybe overworking, and I kind of twerked it. So I'm going to be a little bit easy on it today, and maybe that's a good plan for you too. But just know, right, you always have space to examine and to explore and inquire, feel curious. Tomorrow in our long practice, 60 minutes, we'll definitely sort of tap into what we've been building towards. So I'm at the back of my mat, so walk your hands back to the back of your mat. You'll let that be back at your toes, and then a forward bow. Right? And I'm just lifting and lowering my heels, right? So I'm touching the floor with fingertips so I'm safely off my wrists. And I'm bending a knee so the heel goes up. And then I'm switching it, the heel goes up, the knee bends. And it's actually in so many ways because we're bowing and looking and noticing, right? And the cue is for the heel to go up. But feel, right, the hips teeter, totter, right? Tip, they lift, they lower, and they go into some places that are very, very integral to loosening up, but also waking up some of our glute energy, right? So only if we're aware of our glutes can we really kind of put them into play where they maybe have dropped out, right? So settle that down. Now walk your hands back to plank pose. Okay, and in this plank pose, squeeze your glutes, right? So finding the glutes here is pretty easy unless you're not doing it and the hips are low, right? If your hips are sagging, right, and a little bit more bow shape, right, there's no glutes here. If they're too high also, there are no glutes here. It's all shoulders and hands. But if you're in the center, you'll notice that your core wants to offload some of that work into the space that is most sort of responsible right here, which are your glutes, right? So you squeeze in, and you lift your right leg. Okay? All you're going to do is chaturanga to the floor, the foot goes to the mat, pull the shoulders back and down, and you come up for your first cobra. We're going to slide this back into a all fours position and tuck your toes. Right? Once you tuck your toes, then lift your knees, and you're back up into plank. Left leg lifts. Right? If you go way high in the lift, you'll definitely punch into the glutes, but it might also just kind of sort of push you back into your right bottom heel. So stay enough forward into your hands so that you can feel that, and it doesn't have to be super high. Right? Lower this to the floor, and then follow your inhale to curl it up. Okay, exhale back to all fours, tuck the toes. This is meaning to kind of draw us, I guess we're going to call this like a top-down experience. So our notion comes from our head. We filter the idea through your heart, and then you send it down into your seat, right? So tuck your toes, knees lift. You've got the hover. So we're going from the heart to the core, the abdominal muscles, the glutes, legs straighten. Right leg lifts again. Okay? Right knee's gonna tuck in, so we're gonna go core, abdominal muscles, right foot lands between the hands, straighten your right leg. Okay? Bend your right knee so that you can lean forward and lift the left foot. You still have your right knee bent. We're gonna take that to chair pose. It's a left foot, left leg forward to meet that right leg. And then chair to stand, reach to the sky, and fold. Okay, right foot steps back, then left foot, you're in plank, knees go to the floor. Right here, we're gonna let the feet go up and the hips drop, so we go into our scorpion up dog. Flex the feet so that when you kick the hips back, the toes are tucked, knees lift just slightly, and then legs straighten all the way, plank pose. Left leg lifts, right, lift it to charge it, then tuck the knee in, tuck and tuck. Place the foot between the hands, and then slide the hips back, straighten the legs. So the glutes are attached to your hamstrings, your IT band, everything that channels down to the back of the leg. So thinking about sort of letting the message go clearer and farther and deeper, wider, out into the length of the legs. Towards the heel, left knee bends. Right, lean forward, my hands get light, my right foot comes off the floor. Easier said than done. Right, so left leg is fully activated. So I'm not doing a straight-legged warrior three. It's actually more like a prep for chair and just bringing that right leg to meet it. Right, so your chair is a fully embodied glutes, quads, hamstrings, sort of lower body activation. Come this down, reach to the sky, and then take that to a fold. Down. Left foot's gonna step back, then right foot back, you're in plank pose, and then gently bend both knees. You're on all fours, let the hips drop forward, the chest opens, you're up. Right, nice little cobra up dog. Kick that back, toes are tucked, knees lift, you're hovering. And then this one's a little bit different. You're gonna straighten the left leg as you tuck the right knee, right? So chin tucks also. And then this is three-legged plank. Right, then gently lifting from the glutes and that right heel, slide back to warrior or three-legged dog. Awesome. And then right knee comes forward again to place the foot. So nice and slow, meaningful. Place it. Lighten the hands. So you're getting charged up in that left leg, right leg. And then the left toes come off the floor. Okay? You're going to let the left leg slide in, feeling all the fire that comes in from the glutes from taking your time to move into the process and really just let it be difficult, right? Allow it to be a challenge. This is not supposed to throw you off your rocker or make you uncomfortable, or maybe it's not supposed to make this so difficult that you hate it, but uncomfortable enough that you're curious, right? Heart lifts, glutes squeeze, arms reaching, and then fold. Ooh, getting warm already, right? Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, both knees go to the floor, and then both hips drop as your feet go up. Scorpion up dog, flex the feet, come to all fours, and then lift the knees. Right here it's going right leg straight, left knee tuck, then three-legged plank, left leg straightens, and then sliding back from the hands back to the lift of the heel up into the glutes, right? Over sort of that left hip and towards the back of the left shoulder. Left knee comes forward on the exhale. Make your belly really small so you can feel every bit that comes up from this pull to place the foot. Okay, let the hands lighten. You can even have your hands on your left knee. So as you shift forward, it's almost like you're shifting from your left heel more towards out toward the toes to lift that right leg, but really it's all about that standing leg, right? Tuck it with your abdominal muscles, your pause, your curiosity to place that right foot. It's a good hamstring workout too. You're in a nice deep chair. Right, press the legs straight, lift up to the sky. Squeeze the glutes, whew, and then fold. And we're gonna add this one a little bit differently. We're gonna step left foot back first. Okay, we're gonna go three-legged dog, and then lower the elbows to the floor. A little tap down. And then you're gonna inhale, come forward and tuck the knee in. Awesome. And you're gonna go back again, three-legged dog, elbows bend. Right, so it's gonna really kind of come across the low back. It's gonna get you in that standing left leg of the glutes. When you lift the knee, elbows, pull the knee forward, place the foot again. Lighten the hands, you could be airplane arms, you could be hands to the knees, left foot comes off the floor. Right, left knee tucks in. Don't let the left foot go to the floor though. I'm just gonna bring it up with you. So you come up to stand with a really strong glute, booty, right leg, and then turn your heart left, left hand reach back behind you, right elbow, touch the left knee. Perfect. Right here, you're gonna come back through center. Your chair is gonna twist to the right. Left elbow hooks, lands. Right arm goes up to the sky. Reach. Very similar to that standing shape. And right arm pulls you all the way up to breathe. All right, take the breath in. Follow that flow down. Okay, right foot's gonna step back here. Slow lunge first. Then we go three-legged plank. And you're gonna slide that back to a nice elbows down, three-legged dog. Okay, pick the elbows back up, pull the knee forward, tuck, 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 chin two. And then as you go back, again, same idea, nice and soft. So look forward so you're not burdening the shoulders, you're actually broadening the shoulders and toning up the standing legs. So a lot of this is about the foot that's on the floor and the hip that holds it together. Okay, elbows up, woo, pull the knee forward, awesome. And then place the foot, sweet. Right, hands go out to the side, maybe to your hips, possibly to your knee, right foot off the floor, so light, right? Keep the toes working too, so you get that little floaty moment as the knee comes in. Tuck it with your abdominal muscles, bring that knee up with you, right? Hopefully if this is really working the way I'm envisioning it, like I don't even have to describe what it's like to be on that standing leg. Turn your heart to the right. Left elbow meets right knee, right arm is back behind you, and lift your knee into your elbow, press your elbow down into your knee. Super. Come back through the middle, sit to chair, and take your twist over your left shoulder. Right elbow lands, the left arm goes to the sky. Okay, so this flow is kind of tuning us back into all the things that we're familiar with feeling. Left arm pulls you up to stand. So you feel the feet press down, everything centers out and up, and then fold nice and deep. Ooh. Right, feeling that. Inhale to a flat back. Right, open chest. Give yourself a little moment here to lean into the toes without the heels coming off the floor. Right, you lean into the toes, you're definitely kind of toning into the lower aspect of your abdominal muscles. It goes right into your pubic bone. It also gives you this nice feeling to those hamstrings that lead right up to your sit bones and really tone into the glutes, right? So when you bend your knees and touch the floor, now we're ready, right? Left foot goes back, low lunge. Here, straighten that right leg. Come back to the hamstring stretch. Okay, you have 3 breaths right there. It's kind of a nice opportunity to kind of feel the pause, but still be in the action, right? Right knee bends. Ooh. We're gonna take this one to 3-legged plank pose, right? You're gonna slide that back, 3-legged dog, elbows down. And then come back up through the elbows, pull the knee in towards your face, face to knee. This is gonna go 3-legged chaturanga, right? We'll heart open. Then straighten the arms to pull the knee in again and place the foot, right? Knee forward, left leg lifts. Come up to stand, left knee lifts. Turn your heart to the left, right elbow, left knee, left arm back. Okay, this is a little bit different to sort of change the flow and add our little nuance. This is going half moon pose. So good. And then left arm pulls you back up to stand. Ooh, left knee lifts, we're in center. Then sit to chair and twist to the right. Left elbow lands. Right arm goes up to the sky. It's just returning from a little vacation, so it's really nice to kind of feel these little parts of my body, reorganize and give me a nice sense of like attention. Okay. Right arm goes up to the sky. Reach it up, lift it up. Exhale, hold it forward. Right? Allow your breath because it's going to want to kind of pick up and do, right? Allow it, go with it, right? So many times we try to control, and in that control, we start to kind of lose what really is coming out of the action of moving, what we're burning up and moving into the change, right? So let the breath get a little wild. I'm talking a lot, so I'm trying to do both. It sounds a little wild, right? Foot steps back, low lunge. Go for that little pyramid pose first, left foot straightens. Okay, you'll even notice, depending on you, how much you kind of lean into your inner right or inner left heel, front foot, or outer left heel, right? To pull back and balance the hips, the waistline. So we're all a little bit different too. So you're just gonna, play sort of the experimenter, right? Be the scientist of your practice, right? Dissecting these tiny little details of engagement. Left knee bends. Ooh. Left leg goes back, 3-legged plank. That glutes action, and then slide back, 3-legged dog with the elbows down. The elbows, right, that's just it's an option. You can always leave it out. Okay? The elbows come up, then he comes in, and you place the foot. Okay, you shift into that left leg, and very good at this, right? Nice flexy standing right foot, left leg, right knee lifts, turn heart over to the right, right arm back. Right, and the elbow and knee have a nice sort of seal to kind of notice why you're doing this, right? And it gives you a nice control of center, right? We're going half moon pose here, right leg slides back, right arm up. Right arm pulls you back up to stand, right knee lifts, the left leg lowers you down, so that's nice kind of transition into your muscles, and then left arm goes up. So this is not necessarily not reforming or not redoing the exact same Wednesday class that got lost. This is more of a deeper version of this. I'm actually a lot happier with it. Sometimes you need that little second try, right? Left arm pulls you all the way up. Whew. Reach. Second or third or fourth. Exhale and fold. There's we need many tries. Get it right. This one, all right, we're at that perfect time in the practice where maybe you'd like to choose to hop back, right? Lean into the hands if you're stepping. Feel free to step, right? Lean into the hands, hop back. Chaturanga. Let's go up dog. Within up dog, more scorpion cobra. Toes up. Tuck the toes, flex the toes. Come back all fours and lift the knees. Okie dokie. This is kind of a cute one that I found, and I'm sorry if it's a lot for you right now. You're gonna keep the knees bent, but turn your heels to the left. You're just gonna tap that left hip down and come back up, right? So something that we forget about how great it is to, or how much we want to get stronger in the glutes, is to forget the sort of low back, specifically the QL. Heels go right hip dips down. It's a little hip hiker. Back to your floating fours. Heels go left, dip your little left hip down, and then very gently when we come back through center, you're actually gonna go to Chaturanga. Forward, then back to all fours, hovering fours. Heels go right, tap your hip down. It's nice, and you come back through center, Chaturanga again. Inhale up to plank, come back to all fours. This one goes left leg straight, right knee bend, tuck it into your face. Go back, three-legged dog, both elbows down. So nice, right? Elbows pull up, knee comes forward, place the foot. This one's a little bit different. First, come up to high lunge. So that's kind of a relief of all that sort of flexing, especially in the hip flexors. And it's nice to have sort of something that we recognize also as a standing pose, right? Up and tall, high, cute, right? Let's turn this over the right shoulder. So you're just in a tall twist. This is also kind of cute. Lean forward into the left arm. Right arm stays back, heart slightly to the right. Lean into the right foot. So this is kind of sort of jogging your balance. Left foot lifts, right knee stays bent. And you're gonna take this back to stand. Left knee lifts, right elbow, left knee. So you might feel what that did just now as far as kind of bringing our opposite side slings, our cross sections into that focal point center and really allowing you to kind of shift your center of gravity over that strong little pelvic muscle grouper, half moon pose now. And we'll do a little cute little Ardha Chavasana. Whew. And that's nice considering we've just done all that work in the quads. Okay? When you come back through center, you're gonna bring that left knee up. We're gonna finish this with a chair with a twist. And this twist has a little bit more for the shoulders, right arm up. Cross that right arm across the low back. Just find the top of the thigh, a little half bind here. Just enough to let the stability that you're really kind of honing in on, gonna ground you and give you that sense of security, right? So you can play. So let it be a little bit extra work, it's okay. Feet press on the floor, everything unravels, including that rotated arm, up to stand, down to fold. We got one more side to go. Okay, head drops. Inhale to a flat back. You decide how you get to your plank or chaturanga, right? Knee, plant, right? When you come forward, it's a scorpion up dog. And we're gonna go tuck the toes. I love when I'm out of breath when I'm trying to talk. It feels really great, even though it seems like I'm really struggling, but I guess I kind of am. You're on all fours, knees are off the floor, right? So I guess you're welcome for the amount of core work that we're doing today too also, right? Take your heels to the right, your knees are still bent, and you're just gonna go a little tap down. When the hips come up, lean forward, chaturanga, right? Keep the chest open, come back to your hovering fours, heels go left, a little tap down, side of the mat, back to the middle, chaturanga, up, and as you come back up, Left leg lifts tuck your left knee, my bad. Back to three-legged dog and yogi's choice. If you did the elbows in the last one, do the elbows here. And maybe eyes forward a little bit too, so you can kind of enjoy that nice little pennant of strength in your upper back, your traps. Okay, elbows up, knee forward, place the foot. Cool. Very good. Come up to high lunge. All right, you're welcome. Off the wrists. You're gonna take a little twist on your exhale over to your left. So this is kind of the basic shape, right? Except for we're gonna kind of squish it down and then I'll work it into that left leg strength. So right arm's gonna reach forward. And really from the back right heel, forward through that right hand, just subtly seeing when you shift the weight off that right foot, okay? And then up through that standing leg, turn over the heart for the twist. Awesome. And then slide it into your half moon pose. Right, and this one you can feel free to stay here, right? Or if you wanna hold onto that foot or ankle or shin, practice the opening. Right, so it's Ardha Chaturanga. Nice little work in the upper back. Always a sweet place to observe hamstrings as they've opened up to give you maybe even a little flat hand on the floor here. I tend to teach this on fingertips though. Right, so the lower you go, the higher you go, the more you have to lift. Right, you come back up. Wow, that was fast. Right, knee lifts. Sit to your chair and take that last twist in the standing seat. Right, left arm up. And then if there's room for it, to turn. Now my palm is facing to my right, so behind me, and then across my low back. So I know I'm right lefting, and I still have to check the settings on YouTube to see if we can turn this so I'm automatically mirrored. So I don't know, I don't want it to confuse you, but just listen. I've been pretty good with my right lefts today, I think. Feet pressing the floor, take the whole thing up. Whoo, so nice. All right, follow that flow, forward bow. We're in good time, right? We're making good time. I think. Technology, how are you working? Not right now, I guess. Inhale to roll flat back. It's nice to be here for that process though, right? Bend the knees, plant the hands, push into the floor, hop that back. Here's your Chaturanga again, right? We enjoying a little bit of that. Nice squeeze in the glutes here, right? Go up dog. And then let's go all fours regular here. So you're on hands and knees. And then scoop the tailbone really deep up into the rib cage. Hold this shape. At the same time, try not to do anything in the back of your neck here. So I want you to feel the belly button kind of scoop up towards your spine with the sky. And feel across the upper back of the shoulders, the spine of your scapula is kind of widen across and lengthen down the arms. Okay? And lift your chin, go a little bit the other way. Just gonna get that little reprogramming into the back space. Awesome. And then you're gonna pick up the feet off the floor, cross your shins, and lean back onto your feet. So my knees are bent. I'm on my knees, standing on my knees. My shins are crossed. I would say, right, for me, my left is on top of my right, and that's fine. You can be the other. Right here, the right arm's gonna go up to the sky. I can show this from a little sort of a side angle. And you're gonna go over, so my right hand is going to the foot that is over my left foot, which is over to my right. And that's where you're gonna stretch this into a new Ustrasana. Right, left arm reach, and then balance it. And left arm comes down to find your right heel. So I'm holding opposite arm, feet, heels, or calves. If it needs to be a little higher, hips in a low Ustrasana bend. So now when the right arm comes up, it scoops over, swings over a little bit to my left. Both feet, right? I've called that a whale tail before. Pressing to the floor to bring you up to your upright. Okay? This also gives you a nice opportunity. So as you lean back towards your feet, you lift through your knees, and you come up through your legs, right? So a high boat, right? Fan favorite. Okay, knees are gonna bend, feet are gonna go to the floor, hands sweep back, fingers point towards the back, lift the hips, right? Tabletop, and then the hips come back down, right? Come back to your high boat, nice lifted toes. If you have been, maybe sometimes you take photos of yourself doing this. You started from the beginning, March, you started doing this at home. We've been doing a lot of these, so your improvement might be sort of a nice visual triumph, right? If you want to look at that, see the balance, hands plant, hips go up, right? Notice how you've improved. Hips, knees right there at the top. Hips come back down. All right, come back one more time for a high boat. Hands are together, and a low boat. Okay, right here is a little bit different. When the knees bend, bring your knees over towards your left shoulder. Your hands are together, reaching down towards the back of the mat. And then come back to a low boat. Same thing other side. Knees bend, they squeeze together and reach towards your right shoulder. You turn your heart to the left and you reach your hands down towards the back of the mat. My fingers are interlaced, right? Back through the middle. Now it's both elbows bend, both knees bend, feet to the floor, hands over your shoulders, unless you're taking bridge pose, right? So set yourself up for a full wheel, lift the hips. First, squeeze the glutes, so pull the belly in, feel the hands press down, the shoulders press down, the neck is long, right? And you take your journey up, okay? Right here, there's still a lot of glutes. Point the toes, press open through the chest. Tuck the tailbone so you keep your pelvis in check. We come down. Chin to chest, lower, and release. We go a couple right and left to the knees, right? So here's a little bit of an honoring of the work you just did. Next time your knees are to your right, take your right foot heel to the outside of your left thigh. Right, so just kind of let it be a little extra weight to stretch that medial glute medius out towards the IT bend, right? So it is always nice to know that you have that know-how or that understanding of how your body is sort of organized and connected in order to do that. Okay, so we switched. Get back through the middle. And just take a little moment here, just on your back, face looking at your sky or ceiling. Close your eyes for a moment and smile. And just noticing all the notes of whatever it is that you're feeling here. What comes in as you feel yourself very neatly and deeply in your practice, as you tap into all the places that you're admiring for what it is that we're building in our strength and our awareness, also for our love for those parts of your person, your body, your life. Okay, very gently, feet off the floor, hold on to the shins. Very carefully, if you want, however you get to your seat, roll over to your side. Use your arms to press yourself up to your seat. Come to a tall place on your seat, and for one more little moment, we'll just close our eyes together. Right, so just a moment of closure. Take a couple cleansing breaths in as you let it out as you would an om. And I encourage you, and this is up to you, you can do however much you wish. When we close like this, right, where we take less of the oms as the traditional way that we do it, you can speak om through the inhale and exhale that you take, right? You take that big inhale as we always do together. You feel the exhale softly melt down your spine, over your shoulders, and off from your sweat and your heat. You feel the hum, the breath, that om. Do it again. One more time because we always like to be encouraged to move a little bit farther past where we thought. Allow your hands to come together at your heart. In honoring this energy that we work with that brings us into change and light and happiness and all the things that sort of keep changing, balance and circularity, right? Thank you. Namaste. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Zoom. Info in bio on my Instagram. And it should be really fun. And if you can't make it, just send me a little DM, a little message, and I can send it to you. Okay? Stay sweet. Talk soon. Happy holidays. I'm happy all the things that are happening right now. Big change. Loving being a part of it. Bye.